Hello, I'm Caroline Lamb and I'm a member of Flowers from the Farm, and I have this beautiful garden here which I'm just showing you now. It was an old vegetable garden of the Tudor Manor House, and over the last 4 years we've been transforming it to a flower garden. This was the vegetable garden with huge vegetable beds. Now we've got much smaller flower beds which are much more manageable, and I just grew it as a hobby really, and we sell them to people who want bouquets or weddings. And I have a friend who works with me who's a florist, and we're going to meet her in a minute. And so I'm now going to just show you some of the things in this garden. Right at the top here we've got different coloured phloxes. This is a really beautiful one of pink with a darker centre, and a white one, and a pink ones, lots of the pink ones, and they're nice and tall. We did give them the Chelsea chop, and they're actually been more manageable with that, so they're not quite as tall. And over here we've got some white ones and a purple one, so a lovely selection of them. And around them are the peonies. We've got different peonies for earlier in the year, and they last a long time, as you know. And then also up the top of the garden here we have the dahlias. So we've got one over here that's Sam Hopkins, that's a very useful dahlia, and we've got one here that's Con Amour, and over here we have some other dahlias. This is a Bishop of Llandaff, a lovely collarette one, and by watering these and deadheading I try to keep them going for as long as possible as large flowers. The people who were here at this house before, this is Margaret Merrill, we've got Gertrude Jekyll, and quite old roses, and then we've got a new rose here. This one is a hot chocolate and a really unusual colour. We've got one of my absolute go-to plants is this salvia. This is called Oxford Blue, and it's such a useful plant, flower, and it goes so well with the yellows and the lemons and the pinks, with every colour. It's just such a useful flower. Every year I grow it, I've got absolutely masses of them, couldn't be without them. Going on down, these African marigolds, they grow like a weed here everywhere, but the more I deadhead them, the longer they keep going, and have been flowering all season. Here, Bells of Ireland, really useful, lovely green flower, really goes well in the arrangements. Just coming into its own actually here at the end of July. I'm surprising how late it is really. And then we are growing here Status. This is Gill's growing this for dried flowers for later in the year, and more giant antirrhinum. Here we've got Black Boy cornflower, which is really nice to have. And this is a new perennial bed that we then scattered clover in amongst it, and really love that. So we've got clover in amongst the Veronicastrum, and in amongst the salvias here, Nemorosa. We've also got in here, we've got Phacelia, this blue plant, and the bees absolutely love it. These are green manures, the clover and the Phacelia. Not only do they support the bees and the wildlife, but they also can be chopped in and improve the fertility of the soil, which is really important, because we're trying to garden in an environmentally friendly way with bees, with green manure, mixed in amongst the other plants. So going on down, we're going to go down and just look at these 4 new beds here. Again, these were one huge bed, and we've made them into 4 new beds, and we've got lots of different things. The bees go just crazy for this sea holly. We've got sea holly here. We've got growing again Nepeta that's just coming back. We've got a Astrantia which is just coming back, been cut and is coming back. We've got hydrangeas, and then we've got different roses here. We've got Veronicastrum. Nostrum, and then we've got different roses. This is Gentle Hermione, a really, really beautiful rose that just looks so good in bouquets and for brides. A really lovely rose. I'm very keen too on these echinacea. We've got several different echinacea. This is a white swan. We've also got here amaranthus, which is a lovely green, lemony green plant, which looks again very good in amongst these colours.
Yeah,
this is Heatwave Brilliance. This is a salvia. That's a really useful to have. You have to watch them over winter because they can get frosted. And here's a lovely echinacea. This is green twister. Such a beautiful colours. Those greens and the reds are just lovely. And again, Nepeta behind it. So just as I walk around nipping a few flowers, you just get a lovely combination. And we're just going to walk over here and we're just going to look at, here's a very old rose. It's probably been in this garden sort of 60, 70 years because it is an old garden. We've got here, this is where I try and grow the different pittosporums for the arrangement. So this is Silver Magic, a variegated one, which is incredibly useful to have. And then this one too is my go-to one. This is Tendifolium and is really helpful to have in your arrangements, to have lots of greenery. So we just take one last look up at the garden. I don't know whether the sun will let us because it's a very bright sunny day today. Well, there's the cosmos in the middle, lots of different cosmos. There's the red amaranthus, you can see the ami in front. We've got some zinnias over the far side. And so it's just a whole mass of colours and butterflies and bees, as well as flowers. We've got sweet peas over the far side. So that's our Knighton Manor kitchen garden flowers. So these are some arrangements that I just did. This is a bouquet for a friend. I'm not really a professional florist, but I just popped everything I had, and she's having that because she's had a hard time, and that's for her. And then we do jam jars. Little jam. My daughter's got a cream tea business, and we send flowers with the cream tea business, one like that. And just here's a tiny little one of leftovers. This is Gill. I'm going to let you introduce yourself and say why you're here and what you do with.
Oh, that's kind. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Caroline's amazing garden. I'm a local florist, and my passion is locally grown seasonal flowers. As you can see, they're not like shop bought flowers. They just sort of do their own thing. They don't actually behave in a bouquet, but that's quite nice really, because I think that's what gives it its character. Anyway, I come and pick, I do a little bit of weeding as well, and I come and pick sort of most weeks, don't I, for bouquets, and we're getting busier and busier, which is lovely. I think especially lately people have decided that they really know about local and seasonal produce. I mean, it's not just flowers, is it? It's other produce.
Yeah.
So yes, it's lovely. Do come and see us and pick or get us to make a bouquet for you.
And you've got a link on my website to your website.
Yeah.
And so if you want to get in touch with Gill, especially about weddings, she's not expensive, does beautiful arrangements, all very relaxed, very natural. Or you want to get in touch with me about the flowers, do please, either of us. And I'm a member of Flowers from the Farm, and you're welcome. Thank you.